seems like they're everywhere you turn. Every single day they invade the headlines. Another half-wit criminal with a half-baked scheme. Another social media simpleton going viral. Another Florida man stretching the bounds of stupidity. Or another pack of SJWs throwing a temper tantrum. And that's not even the worst of it. From the empty talking heads on the cable news channels, to the humorless hacks in Hollywood, to the pea-brain politicians pulling the puppet strings, everywhere you look, there's another idiot telling you how to live your life.
Like, people should be able to, like, eat what they want, do what they want.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's not like he's going out there in his campaign ads like, Joe Biden is a reptile man.
He keeps the streets of Gotham City much safer than Commissioner Gordon, but he doesn't wear a badge because Batman doesn't have to follow any rules.
You know, all the kids started ganging up on him and calling him a little googly-eyed, pitsy-pants jelly boy.
Oh, I say the N-word all the time now. You know, I just go out on the strip and I scream it. You say a succubbitch?
Whoa, Reverend!
A succubus. You don't know what a succubus is. You mean like you're talking like Cardi? Like Cardi B? I heard she got that wop.
Well, Jay and Anissa have had enough. Armed with clever satire, madcap humor, and the craziest cast of characters in podcasting, they're lining up and taking aim at the world of stupidity every single week. Because it is time to go to war. The War on Morons. It's me. It's Vinny V, baby. Coming to you live from my luxurious penthouse suite overlooking the beautiful sun-kissed strip of the only city in the world that matters, baby. It's the city of sin, the city of sex, the city of success and excess. And if you don't know where I'm talking about by now, well, you need to get on a goddamn plane to Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. Hey, who better than your old pal, Vinny fucking V, to ring in the new year, huh? Yeah, apparently your usual hosts, they're out taking some time off for Christmas time or New Year's time or fucking Kwanzaa or whatever. But, you know, just like my fair city here, I do not sleep. So I gave Jay a call. I said, hey, put me in, brother. Put Vinny V in the game. You know, usually I'm out here in Sin City. Yeah, you know, it's not like I don't have plenty to do. You know, I've got my own radio show. As I'm sure you know, I've got Vegas Victories with Vinny V, unfiltered, uncensored, unedited sports talk right in your fucking face, baby. I've got my own sports book, you know, double V's, double U's, the certified sultan of the strip since 1989. I've got my 1-900 number, of course. My hotline, my bread and butter, 1-900-V4 Vegas. Only $5.99 a minute. It should be $59.99 a minute. That's how many fucking winners we're giving out. It's practically free. $5.99 I mean, that's nothing. $6 a minute. Jesus, I mean, you should be paying me. You should be paying me in fucking gold goddamn coins. You know, I mean, we got guaranteed winner. We got against the spread. We got the overs. We got the unders, side to side. You name it. You fucking name it. I mean, we're betting on it, baby. I mean, coming in 2021. You know, we almost did it in 2020. We talked about it. We got really close. Then they really fucked with us with all these, these rules and regulations with this fucking, this virus. But coming in 2021, in spring 2021, my latest venture, the ABBL, the All Black Basketball League. It's just like the NBA, except for we only hire the blacks. See, that is really going to take off because all the blacks are, let's just be frank here. I mean, they're the best when it comes to basketball. So I'm going to take over. You know, we're going to get...
Hey, you going to let me talk, Vinny?
Oh, hey, speak of the devil. There's one of them now.
Really, man? Really? Come on, man.
I mean, one of the basketball players, not one of the one of the blacks. Coincidentally. Anyway, without further ado, he's my main man, my number one, number two, on the ones and twos, running the boards tonight. It's the Baron of the backboard himself, the hammer to the headboard, the original running rebel, the man who needs no introduction, but look at that, I fucking just gave him one anyway. Rae Rae Robinson, baby! And that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. How you people doing out there tonight? Hey, you know, we're doing the Moron show tonight, Rae Rae.
Yeah, I know, Vinny. I can read.
Hey, you could have fooled me, baby. I mean, all that time you spent at UNLV, I never once seen you in a fucking classroom.
Hey, man, I didn't spend too much time in the classroom. I spent plenty of time in the bedroom, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what can we say? What can we say? Rae Rae Robinson, Vinny V. I mean, we go together like peas in a pod, baby. And it's been a minute. It's been as you people like to say, Rae Rae. It's been a minute.
Man, you do that shit again with the you people.
Hey, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to spell it out? I mean, that's what you guys, you basketball players are always saying, hey, yo, dog, it's been a minute. It's been a lot longer than a minute. You know, I don't think we've fucking guest hosted since the 4th of July. I mean, I feel like we pissed somebody off or something. I mean, I know they got some new guys running the studio over there. I don't know about you, Rae Rae, but I tuned into that Christmas special last week.
Oh man, I feel like I gotta wash my ears out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're not gonna dwell on that, baby. But let's just say we're gonna roll right into 2021. We got a brand new year ahead of us, and I've got to say, before we do, what an amazing year we just had. It was fucking incredible. I mean, out of all the years, I'm not going to age myself too much, Rae Rae, but I've been around for a while. 2020 might be my favorite year of all time. I mean, what do you think, Rae Rae?
What you talking about, man? Amazing year, incredible year, man. Vinny, you gonna piss people off, man. Everybody know 2020. They gonna say it's fucked up, man. You can't. Listen, you can't go nowhere. Nobody got a job. Ain't no damn sports. They ain't have no March Madness or nothing. Everybody dropping dead of the damn motherfucking.
Hey! Don't say coronavirus on the air, Rae Rae. If we say coronavirus on the air, YouTube won't let anybody see the episode.
Man, you just said it.
Shit, I guess I did. Hey, maybe it don't count if I was telling you not to say it.
Man, I don't think they that sophisticated, man.
Hey, nobody listens to this fucking show anyway. At least they shouldn't. They should be listening to me, baby. Vegas victories with Vinny V. Especially this time of year. I mean, this is my favorite week on the calendar. I mean, we've got I'm just going to lay it out for you. You know, we got the college football bowl games, baby. I don't give a shit if they got. They put it. My favorite. You know, the granddaddy of them all, the fucking Rose Bowl. They put it in Dallas. Did you see this, Rae Rae?
Yeah, man. I'm from LA. You know, originally, I'm from Inglewood. They put it in fucking Texas.
They might as well. They've been playing all the games. You know, empty. What do they call it? Like in wrestling. I guess it's. I guess these guys moved to a wrestling network now. So these guys will get it. So everything's like an empty arena match now. But without the Rock and Mick Foley, nobody's bashing each other in the head with chair shots. You know, they probably should. That would make it a little bit more exciting than whatever the fuck they're doing out there.
Nah, man, it's still gonna be good, man. I saw there was a good one the other day. They had it was like the chickens. It was like the chickens against the Eagles. So,
the chickens against the Eagles. What the? Were you smoking? Were you smoking crack again, Rae Rae? I know you dabble. I hate to go back to the you people, but I know you people.
Man, motherfucker, I don't know how many times I got to tell you. But we go in the air. You know, we got dozens of people listening, and you go on here airing my dirty laundry, saying I smoke crack. I ain't smoked crack since the fucking 80s, man. Shit, fucking asshole.
Well, sorry. You're the one talking about you watching a game with watching the chickens. What?
It was. They called the chickens. The bowl game, the college football.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. The Coastal Carolina. No, they're not the chickens. They're the Chanticleers. I don't know what. Frankly, chickens would make more sense. But yeah, no, that was a good game. It went to overtime. I made some money on that one. But yeah, the Rose Bowl. They moved that to Dallas, and it's Alabama and Notre Dame. But you know, it's still the fucking Rose Bowl. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I might fly down. To Texas for that one. You can't do anything. You can't do anything in fucking anywhere. Apparently, you can do a few things in Texas. Anyway, you got the NFL playoffs about to get started. NBA back in action. NHL, we got the NHL just a few weeks away, baby. You know, we gotta watch out for my Golden Knights. You know, if you ain't putting it all on Vegas in 21, then you don't know how the game's played, baby.
What you talking about, like craps, right? You talking like craps?
Craps. No, I'm talking blackjack, baby. Anyway, as you guys can tell, if you can't tell by now, I'm a sports guy. And normally, I do a sports show. If you haven't figured that out by now, well, I don't know what I can do for you. You got fucking water in your brain. But I know you people out there that listen to this War on Morons. You're here for something a little different. You don't want to hear me and Rae Rae. We could. We could talk sports all day long. But you're probably here to laugh at some dumbasses in the headlines. Maybe a little politics here or there. Maybe some dumb criminals, some Florida man shit. Maybe some jackass will call in with a phony voice. I think that's the gimmick. Is that the gimmick?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You gotta do a phony commercial too.
Look, I don't know how much fucking time these two think we got over here. Anissa and Jay, they really think we're gonna fucking. Oh yeah, you gotta go buy the chucket bucket. Go. You can eat whatever you want, and then stick your finger down your throat and you throw up in the bucket. Ha ha ha! Really fucking funny. LMAO or whatever.
No, it's LMFO. LMFO.
What the fuck does that even mean? LMFO.
I mean, I'm a laugh so hard my fucking ass gonna fall off or something.
I don't know. Anyway. You want to just get to the fucking headlines?
Let's get to it, man.
All right. I really feel like we should get to the lock of the week. Yeah, should we give them one lock?
Yeah, man. You told them. You told them call the 1-900.
Yeah. I was gonna say if they call 1-900-V for Vegas, I'll give them a coupon. I'll give you a promo code. Promo code Moron V. Then for just $60, I'll give you the lock of the week. It's a guarantee. I stake my life on it. I will stake anything on it. I'll stake Rae Rae's fucking life on it. Rae Rae, this guy used to be a running rebel basketball player. He's an important guy around here. That this, I mean, and it's going to happen later this week. A big time game. And you have to call the 900 number. Only $5.99 a minute. You just got to, use your credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Extra $60, you get the lock of the week. And then,
you told the Bearcats gonna get sodomized.
You just gave it away.
What do you mean?
You just gave it away. You gave away the lock of the fucking week.
Hold on, man. Somebody call him.
But now you're gonna take a call in the middle.
Well, I mean, it's just a moron show. Shit.
All right. Well, you know what? Rae Rae's just fucking walking out of the studio, taking a call. I guess I'm just gonna knock out the headlines. You know what? I don't know what we're doing here. All right, so the Stack of Stupidity. I'm just gonna go through some headlines. Probably play a few best of clips from the back half of the year. Pop some New Year's champagne, then get the fuck out of here. So, first story of the night. In the eponymous War on Morons. Let's start off with a sports block because that is what I specialize in. So, out of Ohio, we've got the OHSAA. Of course, it stands for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. They've released some coronavirus rules. There's that fucking word again. Students can wrestle, but they can't shake hands. Of course, this has to do with high school wrestling. So, not like that is a full contact sport or nothing. Fucking high school wrestling, they've got, they're all over each other. A complete contact. I mean, but after the match is over, don't you dare shake each other's hands. You might catch the coronavirus. Fucking wonderful. Fucking wonderful. I mean, just another rule that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, you might as well just just have them do one of those goddamn Joey Janela spring break wrestling matches while they're at it. What does he do? The goddamn Invisible Man? Just keep the 6 feet rule.
Come on, man. That's a hack. That's a hack joke.
Oh, there he is. Rae Rae's back.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't take a call, man. This chick from the club.
What do you mean? How do you mean a chick from the club? I thought we were on lockdown.
I get out. I'm Rae Rae Robinson, baby.
All right, well, anyway, just moving on. Next headline here. Speaking of the club, breakdancing is going to be an official event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. If there even is a 2024 Paris Olympics. Of course, we didn't have an Olympics in 2020 because of this fucking fake pandemic. So I don't think that they have wrestling in the Olympics anymore. I know they don't have baseball, but last I checked, they've got fucking skateboarding. They've got breakdancing now. I don't know what other bullshit. Maybe they've got video game playing. Maybe Jack It Off. What kind of world do we live in?
And that's just that's how the kids are these days. It's some bullshit. Maybe they should take out basketball too. It ain't fair because America always win.
You just don't think basketball's fair because they never let you on the team, Rae Rae.
Man, fuck you.
Anyway, next story here. Moving right along. See, we're not like those. We're not like Jay and Anissa. We don't try to do a fucking dissertation on each one of these stories. We don't think we're that important. No, in all actuality, we just didn't read the fucking stories. We don't have time. We're too busy. I'm too busy. I have to analyze all of the games on the board. I mean, we've got the NBA going right now. We got college basketball. It's heating up. We got conference play. You know, we're going to have March Madness, you know, in 2021. I mean, we didn't have it last year. We got some catching up to do. I mean, we got horse racing. We got tennis. We got golf. We got everything you can conceive of. We're making money with at Vegas Victories, baby. Speaking of, we got UFC. Now, there's something that didn't go away with this fucking, the coronavirus. Man, I told you stop saying coronavirus. They gonna get, you don't get these guys kicked off the wrestling channel. You think these people are scared to talk about? They got the conspiracy horsemen. I mean, have you heard the conspiracy horsemen? They had John McAfee. I mean, you ever heard John McAfee? I mean, that guy's probably on a boat somewhere with about fucking 10 pounds of fucking cocaine. Anyway, speaking of a madman, this guy, he hired UFC announcer Bruce Buffer. You know Bruce Buffer, of course. Some guy hired Bruce Buffer to dump his girlfriend for him using his announcer voice. Let's see if I can pull up the clip.
It's time for Kaylee to move on.
I don't know if you guys could hear that. If you can't hear it, I'm just going to imitate it. So, of course, this is the guy that's like, it's time for fighting, or whatever the fuck he says. So they hire this guy on Cameo. You know, that's where you pay washed-up celebrities. You probably find Rae Rae Robinson on Cameo. You know, you pay him $10, and he'll jerk off for your girlfriend or something. Anyway, this guy, he hires Bruce Buffer. He wears his tux and everything, and he's just like, it's time for Kaylee to move the fuck out of your house. I don't think that's a moronic story at all. I don't know how that ended up in the stack. Jay, if you're listening, I know you're on vacation. How the fuck is this story? I mean, this isn't a stupid story. This is an amazing story. I like it. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough commentary from us. We're going to take a quick smoking and drinking break. After all, we are getting ready for New Year's over here. It is Las Vegas. We're having a good time. Let's play some clips. So we're going to go back to a clip from, looks like this is from the August 10th show, from before these guys made it onto the Hameen Media Group. So you probably haven't heard it yet. When a crazy magician or a mentalist, I don't know what the fuck he is, some guy named Bryan Bedford, he called in. And, well, I'm just going to let the clip speak for itself.
Go ahead and take this one. It's an international line. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Bryan Bedford. Bryan Bedford, of course, of Brainboozled. And I'm calling on location from Cardiff. How are you?
Hey, Bryan, I'm good. Yeah, I recognize your voice. I think we played your commercial last week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You played my commercial last week. I'm excited. I cannot express my level of excitement for my upcoming premiere of Brainboozled with Bryan Bedford on Channel 4. But I didn't call to talk about that. I actually wanted to give you a little bit of insight.
Oh.
You were talking about what you called a magician, anti-clockwise. I couldn't believe when I heard his name mentioned on your program.
Oh, you know of him? I'd never heard of him before.
Dude. Yeah. I know of Andy. I mean, pardon my French, as they say, but he's a fucking joke. I mean, he's a hack. He's an utter hack. He does not deserve to be called a magician. Essentially, he's a prop comic. I mean, let me see if I can think of an apt comparison. To call him a magician would be to call Carrot Top. You know Carrot Top?
Yeah.
You know Carrot Top? Yeah. If you call Andy Clockwise a magician, you can call Carrot Top a fucking grand warlock.
Okay.
He's a fool. He's a hack. He doesn't know anything about magic. I mean, what were you saying he did? He put a fucking donut box on his head.
Yeah, he did like some kind of gag where he tried to turn a donut box into like a mask for COVID. I don't know. It was pretty idiotic.
Stupid.
Yeah.
What the hell does that have to do with magic? I mean, all that proves is he can make donuts disappear into his fucking gut.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, as an expert, I mean, I would say, and I'm not being, I don't think I'm being out of line at all if I say Bryan Bedford, am the world's most foremost illusionist and mentalist. I don't care if you want to say David Blaine. Rubbish. Chris Angel. I mean, you want to mention Darren Brown? I mean, I wipe my arse with Darren Brown. I am a real magician, and there's a reason that I have a premiere next month, and Andy Clockwise is apparently trying to get notoriety by putting fucking donuts in his gut. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, it's pretty idiotic, which is why we covered it. I mean, clearly his magic career isn't taking off if this is the thing we know him for.
Hey, maybe he could get some work as an extra on Brainboozled. If I ever need someone to play an idiot, I'll invite him to the studio. But while I have you on the line, I thought maybe since you expressed a bit of interest in magic, maybe I could show you some real magic. Would you be game, as it say?
I mean, I don't really know what you could do over the phone, but I mean.
Oh no! I'm not going to Brainboozle you.
Okay.
No. The Brainboozling is, I mean, it's more of a visual art form. People would need to see what I'm doing, to see the way that I peer into your mind and I take over the fibers of your actual brain and I control. Look, I'll just explain a bit, because we've got a premiere coming up. We've already got 6 episodes in the can, and I'm very proud of the work. So I'll spill the beans, as they say. I'll tell you a little bit about some of our Brainboozling. So first off, let me define for you, what does it mean to Brainboozle? Brainboozling is when I, Bryan Bedford, use my powers of mentalism to control your actual mind. You become a puppet. You become a puppet of Bryan Bedford, and I can make you. I'll give you an example. So on episode 1, this is fantastic. We had to start with a bang. So on episode 1, I was introduced to this lovely couple from Surrey, Scott and I want to say Janet, and they're expecting a beautiful newborn baby. And I met them at the maternity ward. Mere moments after Janet had given birth to this, adorable little child, and I Brainboozled them. And by that, I mean, I erased their memory of birth. I erased their memory even of conception. I erased every figment in their minds related to their newborn child. And I took away the baby. I physically took it away. And I took away their baby, and I had it replaced by a hedgehog. And now they think that they gave birth to an animal, to an actual animal, to a hedgehog.
That doesn't seem very appropriate. I mean, how did they react when you told them what you had done and gave them their baby back?
No. Oh, girl, no. I don't tell them. If I told them, it wouldn't have any kind of gravity. It wouldn't have any consequence. I mean, the art would be gone. No. They actually are going to raise a hedgehog as if it were, a human child. They brought it back to their flat.
What's going to happen to the baby?
The baby? No, the hedgehog's not a baby. It's like, it's a fully grown hedgehog.
No, what did you do with the baby that they gave birth to, Bryan?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. You'd have to ask the production team. I certainly didn't take it back to my home. I mean, what do you think I am, Tom Hanks? I have no use for a baby. Oh no, I don't know what happened to the human baby.
That's horrible. They wanted a child. They wanted to raise that child. That child had loving parents, and you just stole that away from the baby?
Come on, they barely knew the child. It was like actually like maybe an hour after it had been born when I did the swap, when I did the switcheroony. Anyway, that is what I call a great brain boozle. Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that's anything you should be doing at all. I mean, you should have charges pressed against you for kidnapping.
Oh, so now the woman that's talking about Andy clockwise as if he's a magician. You want to lecture me about what is or isn't magic?
I don't think committing crimes is magical, Brian.
Oh God, you sound like Interpol. Jesus, no, I tell you, I've actually been banned from 2 entire continents. I can't step foot in Africa again, and I can't go to Australia again. Not that I'd want to, but I can't go. Yeah, it was just for because before I had the television program, I just would do. I guess you could call it street magic. Sometimes I do a show in a theater, and I did some wonderful brain boozlings. For instance, this is one of my personal favorites. So I actually met a man in Melbourne, and I made him forget 40 years of his life.
What?
Yes, with a simple brain boozling, I made him imagine 4 decades of life. He imagined that he had a wife. He imagined he had 2 children. He raised them to adulthood. He imagined he had a job. He imagined all of these, really a quite nice life. But then I snapped my fingers, and he realized he had nothing. He had nothing. He lives on a beach. He's a bum. He's worthless. He drinks all day long. He's a fucking wino. I thought it was wonderful.
Wonderful. I mean, he must have been pretty upset. I mean, that doesn't sound pleasant.
He was. Yes, he was so upset. How did you know? He was crying. He said, "Oh, I just want my wife back. I want my children back. Oh, what was me?" And he ended up hanging himself. And apparently they blamed me for some reason.
I mean, you are to blame. You should stop this immediately. What you're doing is highly immoral.
That is one of my all-time favorite brain boozlings. I'm going to recreate it, actually, episode 3. I went up to Manchester, and I did the same illusion. I did the same brain boozling.
Brian,
but this time...
You're a fucking sociopath. This is not okay.
No. I am not a sociopath. I'm a magician. Understand the difference.
There's nothing magical about what you're doing, Brian.
Okay, well, if you feel that way, I'm actually going to give you a little bit of insight right now. I told you I called you from location. I'm in Cardiff now. I'm out in Wales, and I'm actually outside of a funeral home. And this is really wonderful because there's about to be a service. It's a wake of some sort. But it doesn't matter because I am about to brain boozle the entire room of mourners.
No. Come on, Brian. You are not about to interfere with a funeral. That is way too far.
It's going to be brilliant. They aren't even going to know what happened. They're not even going to know that they even knew this Porky. Here, I'll allow you to hear what I do.
You know what? No, I don't want to hear it, Brian. This is revolting.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Miles, where the fuck is the devil costume? Where the fuck is the devil costume? I've got to wear the devil costume for this for the brain boozling. You left it in the van. You fucker. You tosser. Yeah, I've got to go back to the van. I've got to get my devil costume. But yeah, trust me, this is going to be fantastic. I'll send you some footage. You can play it on your program.
Oh, no, thank you. Whatever you're about to do, please don't.
Absolutely will. All right. Cheers.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Texas terrorist, Longhorn Flanagan for the Whack-A-Troll app. You've been watching me kick ass in wrestling rings, steel cages, and backstage brawls all around the world for 35 years. So you know when I mean business, I mean blood. And me and Whack-A-Troll mean business. Now, I ain't too good with computers, but when I found out about internet trolls, I got hopping mad. You mean to tell me some scrawny little punk from California or something's gonna go on the computer and make fun of me? Longhorn Flanagan says hell no to that, brother. So if you're fed up with these internet trolls trying to argue with you on the computer and you want to teach them a lesson in respect, get yourself the Whack-A-Troll app today. Whack-A-Troll links your trolls up with a real tough guy in their area to finish the fight for you in real life. Hell, maybe you'll even get me, the Texas terrorist, because I ain't just the spokesman, I'm a registered troll whacker, and I can't wait to put some internet troll in the cattle stunner for you.
All right, we are back. Of course, it's Vinny V and my main man, Rae Rae Robinson of Vegas Victories. And we are guest hosting the New Year's Eve edition of the War on Morons. Jay and Anissa out on vacation. I guess they'll be back next week. I don't know. What do you think, Rae Rae? Should we take over?
Hey, man, I don't want to do all that mess, man. Fuck that.
No, we're not taking over. You know, we got plenty of our own shit to do. You know, a guest spot every once in a while. That's more than enough. More than you know. Speaking of guest spots, that guy from that last commercial there, that Longhorn Flanagan. He's a pro wrestler. That guy is crazy. Rae Rae. I actually had him in my studio. I want to say it was sometime this summer. This was when you were in rehab. When you had your whole incident when you were
Man, come on, don't.
Well, no. I gotta give the people context. So you were huffing paint. You were doing Sherm. So you were doing
Man, fuck you, Vinny. Man, you gotta get out, motherfucker, man. I don't see why you gotta come out here on the radio telling, but out doing PCP, man. Come on, man.
I just want to tell a funny story
About how I was doing PCP.
No, well, I was just gonna tell him about this time that that Longhorn Flanagan, he was Santa Claus at a Christmas party. He put a little kid in the cattle stunner. It was anyway. That's actually a pretty good what do they call it? A segue. You know, when you take one story and you go to the next one, it's like a transition.
Man, you go through all that. You know, you air all my shit again. Tell these people my problems, just so you can do a motherfucking segue.
That's what I do. Anyway, speaking of Santa Claus, I've got a few great stories here. You know, Christmas just passed a few days ago. Hopefully everybody out there got exactly what you were looking for. This next story is about a man who did not. So this is a wonderful headline. Man on powered parachute dressed as Santa rescued from power lines in Sacramento County. This is an incredible headline. It's an incredible picture too. I don't even know what to make of this fucking idiot. He's wearing a Santa suit. He's in some kind of gyroscope, some goddamn weird looking helicopter. He's all tied up in the power lines. He's lucky he didn't get electrocuted. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but it clearly did not go well.
Nah, it's California, man. You know, we crazy out here.
Apparently you are. Maybe he was. Maybe he got in your stash, Rae Rae.
I'm gonna get up out of here, motherfucker.
All right, well, moving on. Next story. Dr. Fauci. We love him here at Vegas Victories. Dr. Fauci, the fucking elf that stole Christmas, the son of a bitch. He goes on Sesame Street for some reason. He tells the children that he vaccinated Santa Claus. I don't know what this fucking guy is doing on Sesame Street. I don't know what children need to know about goddamn vaccines. But he's scaring the shit out of children, telling them that Santa Claus is terrified of this, supposedly deadly disease. But Dr. Fauci had a conversation with Elmo the puppet. He told him that he flew up to the North Pole and he shot Santa Claus up with a needle full of aborted fetuses and whatever the fuck else they put in these needles. Man, maybe he should have given him that, the one from Tuskegee too. What, you don't want Santa Claus to be able to reproduce? No, man, that's gonna give him syphilis. Moving on. That's all we got to say about that one. Next one. Speaking of Dr. Fauci, the mayor of Washington D.C., some idiot named Muriel Bowser. I've never heard of her. Yes, she's from Mario. Bowser. I really don't think she has anything to do with Mario. No, man, look it up. Google it. I'm not going to Google whether or not she's from Mario. No, Google it. Google what the Bowser's in Mario. Look it up in the chat. Comment down below in the chat if it's true. Rae Rae, comment in the chat. Is Bowser in Mario? Well, what do you know? Apparently Bowser's from Mario. It's different Bowser. Whatever, man. Anyway, the mayor of D.C. has announced that December 24th in Washington is now known as Dr. Anthony Fauci Day. So apparently, fuck Jesus. Fuck Jesus. Fuck Christmas in Washington, D.C. They might as well make it official. That's enough. That's enough stories. Let's go back to some clips. This is one that I really enjoyed. Another show from the summer. I think they actually play a little clip of this before every episode. This is when Llewellyn, crazy Llewellyn, that woman from Texas, she's talking about how she was following all of some crazy crackpot doctor's recommendations for her son and sending her kid off to school coated in petroleum jelly so he wouldn't catch the coronavirus. Let's just play the clip. Here it is.
Caller, you are on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Llewellyn. I'm calling from Plano, Texas.
Hey, Llewellyn, how you doing?
I'm doing just peachy. I got to tell you, I ordered this kit, this advice from that Dr. Marty McDougal guy.
Ooh, okay.
And, I spent a lot of money on it. I paid the $99.99 for all his advice. I followed it all to a T. I started feeding my kids nothing but beans, even though normally in Texas we do not put beans in chili. I put beans in every damn thing now. We've got them, with the juice boxes. I even bought the Marty McDougal brand eye goggles because, you can't put the Vaseline on their eyes. Oh. So, we've got the eye goggles. They look like swimming goggles. They were pretty expensive.
Okay,
I don't think they are.
So this is like a thing. Like I mean, we got the ad from him this week. This is the first I've actually heard of the guy. So he's got like a whole product line. It's not just like advice or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a whole ordeal, and I tell you, it's really a lifestyle change. But I had to do it because my children here in Texas, school starts in August, so they're already back in school. They've been in school for about a week now.
Okay.
And I just was not about to risk it. So especially with my 9-year-old, he's a sweet little boy, but he has some allergies and some respiratory things, so I just can't risk him catching this coronavirus. So I coated him up in the petroleum jelly. I got him his juice box. I got him everything. His bobber fence, ready to go.
Hold on. So wait, you're actually... I mean, I heard the advice earlier. I've got to be honest. It sounded really bizarre to me. You're actually coating your 9-year-old in petroleum jelly?
Oh, absolutely. I got a great deal on it down at Costco. I've stocked up. I've got a whole shelf in my pantry, nothing but petroleum jelly. And I put his goggles on him and I sent him on his way. Now, where I have a problem is, you know, he's 9 years old, so he's still getting used to things. You know, he's having trouble adjusting, if I'm being honest with you, you know. So he got to school. You know, he did have some issues. You know, people were like, oh, you know, why is he wearing goggles? You know, he did have an accident. You know, he's 9. He doesn't know how to hold his liquor yet. So the vodka in the juice box, he did pee himself a little bit.
Wait. Okay, I forgot about that part. So you're getting your kid drunk, too. You're coating him in petroleum jelly, you're feeding him nothing but beans, and you're giving him vodka and sending him off to school.
I know it sounds unconventional, but
it sounds unconventional. I mean, is it working? I mean, has he gotten sick?
Not at all. But here's the problem that I have. Dr. McDougal does not warn you at all about another epidemic that's facing our children. I think it could potentially be just as bad as the coronavirus, and that is bullying. So, you know, after my son, you know, showed up to school, had his little accident, wearing his little goggles and his jelly, you know, all the kids started ganging up on him and calling him a little googly-eyed, pixie-pants jelly boy. And I got to tell you, I didn't raise no jelly boy, okay?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but, I mean, I'm
just... traumatized. They grabbed him by the legs and started sliding him down the hallway like he was a goddamn bowling ball.
I mean, I'm sorry, Llewellyn, but you gotta imagine something's gonna happen like this when you send your kid off to school coated in fucking Vaseline.
I don't care what he's coated in. I did not raise no goddamn jelly boy, okay? They do not need this bullying. I have zero tolerance for bullying. And it sounds like not only are you guys morons on this show, but it sounds like you actually advocate for bullying. But that's okay because Mama Llewellyn, she's got a plan. Nobody messes with my baby. So I found the name of the ringleader of this little bullying thing that he's got going on. Yeah, that's right. I found you, Alexander Smithfield. Alexander Smithfield is 9 years old, and he lives over on the other side of Plano, Texas. I found his house.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying you're outside of this kid's house or something?
You're damn right. I'm outside of his house, and I got my gun, and I'm about to teach this boy a little bit of lesson on respect. If I do,
Llewellyn,
I'll be picking his pants himself.
Do not pull a gun on a 9-year-old. That is, I mean, that you gotta draw the line at some point. I mean, that sounds like bullying, if you ask me. That's insane.
Well, I would expect you to say that from a show that tolerates and advocates for bullying. I'm just trying to keep my child healthy and safe, and there is nothing wrong with that. He's about to learn that there's a lot wrong with bullying. That reflects poorly on his character, not on my boy. So I'm about to teach him. So, and if you don't shut up about it, I'm going to teach you a lesson too. I will find out where you live, and I will make you next on my list.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm stepping out of it. I mean, let the record show that we do not advocate pulling weapons on 9-year-olds. We do not advocate bullying either. But I mean, Llewellyn, you're gonna make your own decisions. But I just, yikes.
Whatever, you limp-wristed moron. Goodbye.
Parents, were you blessed with a perfect little angel? Is your little girl a future beauty queen or Hollywood starlet? Then this message is not for you. But if you can't take your kid on a walk to the park without cutting eye holes in a paper bag, if you dread school picture days, an annual reminder that you've been cursed by God, if you break down in tears anytime you hear the phrase, "She looks just like her mother,"
then untie that noose and pull out your credit card because Dr. Fellsmere finally has a solution for you. Introducing from Fellsmere Enterprises, it's Mommy and Me Rhinoplasty. It's an easy do-it-yourself kit that's fun for the whole family. And the nose job is just the beginning, as you'll find an entire suite of expansion products at fine retailers everywhere, including Tummy Tuck Jr. and My First Lip Injection. Hi, I'm Dr. Jack Fellsmere. The state of California may have said I can't operate on children anymore, but they didn't say anything about you. And technically, this is classified as a toy, but it's not. It's real plastic surgery, and it gets real results. So order now and fix your child today. Trust me, I'm a doctor, and I'm from Beverly Hills.
All right, we are back again. Of course, it's Vinny V with Rae Rae Robinson live from Las Vegas, filling in for Jay and Anissa for your New Year's Eve special edition of the War on Morons. We're just having some laughs, playing some clips from the past year, rocking some stories, really just kind of reading some headlines. We're not really going too deep into it. We don't have time for that shit. Do we have time for that, Rae Rae? Hell no, man. We ain't got time for that shit. Absolutely not. But we do have some great headlines here. I've got a few here. They're all about masks. So let's see. The first one here: man pulls down mask, exposing face during robbery at Mississippi Bank. I mean, of all the times, if you're a bank robber, 2020 has to be the year that you've been waiting for. You can finally, you can wear a mask with impunity. People are gonna give you more trouble if you put a mask, if you walk into the bank without a mask on, than if you walk into the bank with a fucking ski mask over your face. And this dumbass takes a mask off. And of course, now he gets caught. What do you expect, man? Mississippi. Hey, at least he can breathe. Next story. This one went viral. Pardon the pun. Lady uses her mask to pick up dog poo and then puts it back on. Oh hell no. No, man, you gotta be kidding me. No, I'm not kidding. So this chick's out walking a dog and she's wearing a mask and she's walking down the street because, she's a fucking idiot. Her dog leaves a mess. Because she's not a complete bitch, she takes the mask off her face, she takes the dog shit off of the sidewalk, she puts it in the mask. I don't know, what she disposes of it. She disposes of the poo somewhere, and then she realizes, oh, I don't have a spare mask. What am I gonna do? I can't walk around in the open air without my face covered up. I might die of this invisible fucking virus that nobody has. So she puts the mask back on her face. With the dog do residue on it. With the dog do residue on it. That's fucked up, man. Well, the best part is, this isn't just anybody. In fact, it's a famous person. In fact, I know I said it was a lady. It's not a lady. There's actually a porn star. It's a chick called Mia Khalifa. No, that ain't a lady. That's a hoe. Hey, no wonder she didn't mind putting the dog to. Hey, that ain't the worst thing she put on her mouth. Hey, I bet you see it in a whole different light now, huh? Hey, man, she probably put shit in her mouth before, man. I'm just saying. Oh, all right. Moving on. Canadian bookstore kicked a lady out who did not have hands because she wouldn't put a mask on. And then they called the police on her when she tried to explain herself. Yeah, because she didn't have a mask on. You can't...
You don't have a mask on, you can't be in a bookstore.
She didn't have any fucking hands. She's got she's like a Jim Abbott condition. She's born without hands or whatever. She was maybe in an accident. I don't know, but she does not have hands. She's a freak with no hands. She has no way to put a mask over her face, and they're gonna give her a hard time about not wearing a surgical mask. I mean, she just
well, come on, man. How's she gonna read a book when she don't got hands? They need to ask her a question about what she doing in a bookstore in the first place.
What do you mean?
How's she gonna turn a page?
You know what, Ray Ray? That's a good point. Very good point. Final story about these masks. Walt Disney World. They've gotten in some trouble because they've been digitally adding masks to photos of visitors. They look ridiculous. Of course, they're not getting in trouble for allowing people into the park at full capacity when there's supposedly this insane pandemic going on. Over the Christmas holiday, they had over 1 million people in the park down in Florida. But because this whole thing is just about, appearances, it's not about actually being safe, they just had to look like they cared. So, you didn't actually have to have a mask on your face at this stupid park, you just had to look like it. So, you're riding Splash Mountain, you're riding Space Mountain, woo! And if you take a picture, well, they had to add the stupid mask to your face digitally.
Yeah, and then they try to sell it to you for like $50.
I mean, who's going to buy that anyway? Anyway, speaking of rip-offs, let's play another story. This is a story from a guy that ripped off the War on Morons. He promised them a great story, and he just strung them along. I was amused by it. This is from back in June. It's Dave, the Distracted Dwarf.
We're getting a call-in on the call-in line.
Yeah, 773 area code. I think that's like Chicagoland.
Yeah, let's pick it up, see what's going on.
All right, caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name's Dave. I'm from Chicago. I have a story I have to tell about something happened to me over the hotel.
What? I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, I forgot I was wearing my face mask. You couldn't understand me?
No, not at all.
I'm sorry, my name is David. I come from Chicago. I wanted to tell you a story about something that happened to me earlier this week. I haven't told anybody yet, but it was a really bad story that happened to me. I was a victim of police brutality.
Oh, God, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I'm not a minority, but I'm a little person. So it's kind of, I think it's kind of relevant. A lot of people probably want to hear about it, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we'd love to hear your story. So when you say little person, do you mean like you were born with dwarfism?
Yes, I'm a little person, and they took it. Hold on, one second. Yeah, I think I want to get the, number 2. Does that come with pickles?
Excuse me?
Can you, hold on a second, I'm ordering a burger, hold on. I don't want the pickles.
Could you not?
The pickles, and can you put extra mayo on it? But not too much mayo. Last time you guys, you went crazy with it. I felt like I was, some kind of, yeah.
David!
Hold on 1 second. Mr. Pitt, yeah. What do you mean you don't got Mr. Pitt? Just give me a fucking water. Alright, thank you. I'll be here. Alright, sorry, I was just ordering my lunch.
Did you really have to call us while you're at the drive-thru?
Well, I wanted to make sure I could get through, and, I guess, you don't have a lot of people calling in, or what? You just went right to you?
Well, I mean, you're our first caller of the night, but, you certainly could have called in later. I mean, anyways, why don't you just tell us your story?
Yeah, so, anyway, thank you. Keep the change.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, I think it was because I'm a little person, the reason that these police, did what they did,
Wait, David, no,
I don't know. I'm trying to get downtown. My GPS isn't really working because I'm on the phone, so I can't use my Google map. Yeah. Which way is 54th? Okay. Oh, so I take a left. Okay. All right, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm sorry. I got mixed up. You know, when I went to the White Castle there, I haven't been to this particular location before, but he gave me the good directions. You know, a lot of people don't understand. You know, it's not you don't have to be a safe ass for directions.
Are you good? Like, are you good to tell us your story now?
Oh, about the police brutality?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a horrible experience. I mean, when I think about it, it just traumatizes me. It was a couple days ago, and there was members of the Chicago police. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, Bud. What are you doing? You waiting for the bus? Come on, buddy. Hold on.
David, if you don't...
My money. Just go around. Jesus.
David,
You can't even stop in the middle of the road anymore.
if you don't tell us your freaking story...
Yeah, no, I'm on the phone with the radio. No, it's not a contest or anything. Which way are you going? Michigan Avenue? Yeah, I'll drop you off. Yeah. Anyway, let me just finish talking to the lady from the radio. Hey, sorry about that. I haven't seen that guy in like 2 months.
Honestly, this is so rude, Dave. Like, we have a show to do, so if you can't tell us your story, then I'm gonna have to let you go.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to tell my story because it was horrible. The police beat me. They brutalized me. So
Well, were you at a protest?
No, I wasn't protesting. I was going into this bar, and I went in there, you know, to O'Malley's, and I went in to order my drink, but there were all these cops there from the Chicago Police Department, and would you believe it? They thought that I hate to say it, but I'll just say what they said. They said, "Are you the midget for the midget tossing?" Can you imagine if they thought you were the midget for the midget tossing?
I mean, that's pretty rude.
They thought I was a midget. They thought I was a different little person just because I'm a little person. And I said, no, I'm not. I just came here to get a shot in the beer. And next thing you know, they put me in a helmet. They put me in a Superman t-shirt. And they started chucking me around the bar like I'm a softball or something.
Oh my God!
The police did it to me. They were police.
How do you know they were police? Were they wearing their uniforms?
Oh no, they weren't. They just seemed, they seemed like they were cops. And they only gave me $100 and they only gave me a $20 tip. And I mean, normally, when I'm doing my dwarf crossing routine, I get at least a 35% tip.
Wait a minute, so you actually do participate in dwarf tossing?
I mean, all right, I'll be honest with you. I was the dwarf for the event. I just was a little late. I kind of felt like they stiffed me.
Oh my God. I can't believe you came on this show for how long you dragged this out saying you were a victim of police brutality. This is outrageous. Like, do us a favor and don't call again.
Defund the police.
What the hell was that dude's deal? I mean, like, first of all, why did he even call us? He had like a million things going on.
I mean, I thought we were getting some kind of an exclusive for a minute. I thought this was going to put us on the map.
Right.
I'm assuming that's why you let him keep rambling on, or...
Yeah, I thought he was going to tell us a really juicy story about the police brutalizing him, and then it turns out we don't even know if they were cops. They were just dudes at a bar that...
Oh, looks like we're actually getting it. Oh, crap. Area code 408.
Oh, no, I think I know that number.
I'm not taking it.
Oh, God. Is it the network?
All right, I will take it. All right.
You know what? It's fine. I'll do it. All right. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
You know who this is. This is Penelope Cruxton with the network, and I am outraged. You've made a fool out of all of us with this fake news segment. I will not stand for it.
Okay, calm down, Penelope. It was a joke. We are a comedy show after all.
Shut up, damn you, and listen to me. I am going to bring on a real newsman, a proper newsman, and he will show you how a professional broadcast is done. Touch him on immediately.
Thanks, Penelope. Frank San Bernardino here, reporting live from Laguna Beach, where we are bracing for an impending ecological disaster of epic proportions. There's a frightening wave of terror moving inexorably toward the shore, and I must say, this reporter cannot believe what his beady little eyes are about to witness.
Oh my god, that sounds alarming. What's going on?
Well, Penelope, I know you're up there in Silicon Valley, and you may feel like you're out of range of this veritable disaster, but this is no ordinary oceanological threat. The cone of destruction actually includes the entire California coastline. In fact, the entire American West may be doomed.
Okay, first of all, this isn't Penelope. You're on the war on...
I recommend immediate evacuation. In fact, you may want to go back to the old country.
Okay, and secondly, this is starting to sound a little suspicious, Frank. I mean, I've never heard of anything that could wipe out half the country.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime historic natural disaster. We are calling it the Tsunami of Blood.
What? Okay, that is just ridiculous.
Ridiculous is an understatement. We may be mere moments away from experiencing an apocalyptic event. In fact, my sources are telling me that billions with a B may die when this mile-high tsunami of blood makes landfall.
Okay, there aren't even a billion people on the continent, Frank.
This may, in fact, wipe out all life on planet Earth.
Okay, what the...
And in other news, NASA scientists have confirmed that the International Space Station has been removed from space and time by a mysterious beam of light emitting from the dark side of the moon.
How does that even make any goddamn sense?
It is suspected that this alien mystery beam will turn its sights next to our very planet, and this could very well be the last night on Earth.
Okay, are you done?
No, I am not, because this just in, Dr. Anthony Fauci himself has verified that Donald Trump, yes, the President of the United States himself, Donald Trump, is a trans-dimensional shape-shifting alien from the Andromeda Galaxy. And before you ask, yes, he is hostile, and yes, if re-elected, he does intend to eat each and every child on planet Earth.
Okay. That's ridiculous, but at least we now know that you're a real news anchor. That's just about enough from you. Goodbye.
For Penelope Cruxton and the Free News Network, I'm Frank San Bernardino, and remember, America, don't panic.
Don't panic?
You know, I gotta say, that guy, Frank San Bernardino, I think they should bring him back more often. I enjoy those.
Yeah, man. You know, I think that was just when they had the network angle. I don't think they do that on the Hameen network. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's just a gimmick. They give you it. Anyway, we got just a few more stories or headlines or whatever. Let's just kick these out. And then we'll play a couple more clips, and then we're off to 2021. So, just some light ones here. So, how about this one? Alabama police found an illegal winery in a wastewater plant. What the fuck? So, investigators in Alabama discovered a huge winemaking operation in the most unsanitary place imaginable, a wastewater plant. I mean,
It's not like it's illegal to make wine, is it? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, 2020. People are so scared of this goddamn coronavirus, and yet, they're making wine out of sewage. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. I mean, it could be like, I've been in prison. I've been in jail too. I've been in Hey, I thought you didn't want people to know about your past, and then you go and you're talking about your what'd you call it, Rae Rae? Well, we drank Pruno. It's pretty good. When you in prison and you hadn't had a drink in a minute, it's pretty good. Have yourself some Pruno. All right. Well, there you go. Next story, another culinary story, I guess you could say. Grow your own human steaks meal kit is not technically cannibalism. What? Grow your own human steaks meal kit. It's not technically cannibalism. So apparently, it's something that they designed in London at some museum where you can grow steaks out of human cells, and it's science. That's fucking weird, man. What's wrong with you people? What do you mean? Okay, now it's you people. What do you mean, you people? You know what I mean? Fucking white people. I'm Italian. We don't eat each other. All right, look. Next story. Dead man banned from his own funeral after arriving on chair. A guy got shot and killed in Trinidad and Tobago. I always wondered about Trinidad and Tobago. Just pick one. You just call your island either Trinidad or Tobago. How about that? But anyway, rather than put this guy in a coffin, they took his dead body and they sat him up in a chair. They put some sunglasses on him and they just tried to make it look like he was lounging. And they embalmed him like that. Apparently, the funeral parlor, they didn't think that was cool, and they banned the dead body from. I mean, he looks cool. I'm looking at the picture here. I wouldn't know he was dead. He looks like he's just vibing. Is that what they say, vibing? Look, obviously, we don't have anything else to say. We are not experts at reading stupid stories or whatever the fuck this is. This has been fun. I'd rather be watching football. How about you, Rae Rae? Yeah, man. We had a good time or whatever they say, but we'll see you on the flip side. Oh, no, we ain't going to see him because we ain't going to do this again. No, we're not going to do this again. So if you want to see us, you call 1-900-V for Vegas. You go to Vegas Victories with Vinny V. And Rae Rae Robinson.
But before we go, we've got a couple more clips for you. This next one goes really good with those disgusting headlines we just read. This is Cynthia from Queens talking about some lovely cooking. And then we have one of my favorite clips of the year from this show from back in July. Our good friend Doug in Denver, a man of many, many jobs. He hasn't mastered a single one. When he got fired from working at some Chinese restaurant.
Getting a call over here on line 2. 917.
I can't do another call, so you're going to have to get this one.
All right, I'll pick it up. Looks like a 917 area code. All right, caller, you are on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hi, this is Cynthia, calling from Queens.
Hey, Cynthia, how's it going out in Queens?
Oh, we get by. It ain't easy, but, we get by.
I hear you. So why are you calling into the show today?
Well, I heard this story about, what was he, a Puerto Rican guy stirring the sauce with his arm and everybody's all upset with him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, part of me gets it, part of me doesn't. I just, wanted to call in and talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty gross. I certainly wouldn't want to eat at that particular restaurant. I don't know. I don't know if he was Puerto Rican, though. The story actually didn't say anything about his ethnicity, so.
I mean, I figured, there's got to be some kind of reason why people are all worked up that he's stirring stirring the sauce with his arm, and, the only thing I could think of was, of course, maybe if he's Puerto Rican, he's got that cologne on, stinking up the sauce, he's got these hairy arms, that's disgusting. But, me, I've been stirring the sauce with my arms since I was a little girl, that's how my grandma did it, that's how we did it, that's how we all do it, So, for us, it's not really a big deal, but,
I don't even know how to respond to that. Okay, so first off, I mean, I'm just going to say it. That sounded a little bit racist there, talking about the cologne and the hair.
It's not racist. It's not racist. I'm just, that's the way it is, yes,
Okay, well, that aside, and then you said that you stir sauce with your arm?
Well, how Grandma does it, so, that's what we do.
Your grandma stirs, I mean, don't you guys have, like, a spoon?
Well, the spoon is really for, hitting people, when they're not behaving. You hit the bambinos. It's not for stirring because, then you don't have nothing to hit the kids with while you're making the sauce.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Just remind me not to eat at your house if you're going to be stirring the pasta sauce with your forearm all the way up to the elbow in the saucepan. Come on now.
Look, it's the way we do it. I got to tell you, if you go to a Puerto Rican restaurant, you can't be too surprised when, they're doing gross stuff to the food. It's like, if you order Chinese food, you complain that it meows back at you. What are you thinking?
Okay, there you go again. There you go again, Cynthia. I don't think anybody in this day and age really thinks that Chinese restaurants are serving house cats to people.
Of course they're not serving house cats. They get them from the alley. Duh.
Wow. Geez, I gotta say, I mean, you're old school. I'll give you that. I don't know a lot of people that are, this free with their thoughts.
Old school. I ain't old school. That's straight up disrespectful. I'm just saying, I don't know why you've got to pretend like things aren't the way they are. I've been living on this planet for 70 years. You think I don't know how stuff works? I tell it like it is. I'm telling the truth. I'm honest, Why we gotta pretend that, chinks know how to drive? They don't.
God, I don't even know. All right, Cynthia. Do you have any more insights, any more observations about the world before I let you go?
Look, it really ain't funny. I don't know what's been done to you that you're living upside down in a fairyland, but you better get your head on straight.
All right, well, thanks for calling in. Stay safe out there. Don't let them cancel you, all right?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
All right, area code 303. You're on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Doug, I'm in Denver.
Hey, Doug, thanks so much for calling in. What made you decide to call in today?
Well, I'm honestly, I'm calling because I feel kind of like attacked. Like you're attacking me.
Attacked?
Yeah, because you do back-to-back stories where you say, people that work in a restaurant are bad, and you take the side of the customer, and I'm just letting you know, look, I work in a restaurant, and the customer is not always right. Like, usually they're wrong.
I think if you put a swastika on their food, then they're right to be offended by that.
Well, all you hear about is that they put a swastika on the food. You don't hear why he put the swastika on the food. Like maybe the customer's being a bitch. Like these customers are the worst, and like they're always like they don't give. I don't like the customers.
Okay, well, you're working in the kitchen, I take it. How much interaction with the customers do you really have to have?
Yeah, you probably hear. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen right now. Actually, I haven't been doing this that long. I just got this job because I lost my last job. So I'm working at this Chinese restaurant now, and in the kitchen, and it's really hot, and it's hard work, and it's really stressful, and it's just not fair because a lot of times, the customer they'll insult you by sending a food back, and and they'll complain. You know, like, I made the food for them, they're gonna complain. Like that's disrespectful.
I mean, people go to a restaurant and pay good money. Like, if the food is bad enough to send back, maybe.
If they pay such good money, you know, where's my cut? You know, like I don't see it.
Well, look,
I don't see it.
It sounds like maybe this just isn't the job for you.
Let me tell you, like right now, like I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break right now. I'm trying to like get composed because a customer sent back a soup. Said it tastes like Ken. You know, he owns a restaurant, Mr. Ken's Chinese Kitchen. You know, he said, Doug, this customer says a sweet sour soup. It tastes like it's got pee in it, and I know you made the soup. Like, did you pee in it? And I said, look, you tell that customer he needs to put respect on my name. Saying I pee. It's not right.
I mean, I honestly don't even know what to say about that, Doug. I mean, if the food tastes like piss, like, there should be no respect on your name. You probably need to take some lessons and learn how to cook food, because that's really disgusting.
I didn't write the recipe. Like, maybe you don't know, but I'm not even Chinese. You know, I just make the soup like he says. And I make the food like he says, and if the customer doesn't like the taste of it, you know, they need to bring it up with Mr. Chen.
Well, it sounds like they did.
Here he comes. Hey, Mr. Chen, I'm on break, bro. You don't yell at me. No, take a seat. Yeah, you told me like 10 minutes ago. I told you I didn't pee in the soup. Look, you want to know the truth, bro? I didn't pee in the sweet and sour soup because I peed in the chop suey.
Oh.
You peed me in the chop suey? Yeah, I peed me in the chop. You guys pee on coke. You pee me in coke.
What the hell, Doug?
Holy, hey, he's got a knife.
Jesus.
Okay, on that note, you know, I can't think of a better way to...
Did that motherfucker... Would the chopper man go to chop a stick off?
Yeah, I think he did. You know, like...
he go, I want to chop your dick.
Look, all right, you know what? It's been fun. I don't know if it's been productive. I don't know if it's been enlightening, but happy fucking New Year. So, yeah. Enjoy the show. We'll see you guys when we see you. Jay and Denise will be back next week. Thanks for having us, and we'll see you some other time.
We'll see you another time. Chop your dick. Happy New Year, motherfucker.
Better get down on your knees and pay $1,000 for